It's a crisp 55-degree early spring night in the big city, where tonight the villain Trae Young walks back onto the Garden stage for the first time since eliminating the Knicks with his Atlanta Hawks.
But it has not been the case. But one thing that has been the case is the brilliance of Trae Young, averaging over 25 and 9 assists. Folks, only 2 players in NBA history have ever accomplished that.
Out with us for a little bit.
Young misses a little bit short on his first offering. Gallinari inside. Young the cut. Beautifully done. And a good start offensively for the Hawks. Herter thought about the three, now to Young in the corner. Burks defends him at the start. Gallinari out. Young from deep. Got it.
One thing you know about Trae Young is
him at both ends of the floor.
And you saw, look how deep he is. It makes it really hard when you have to be in rotation to close out early on until that possession there. And they're relentless on the attack, understanding the matchup with Trae.
And Atlanta quickly getting down the floor with Hunter.
That tells me they are connected here early on. Everybody's touching the basketball and involved.
Boy, Hunter wide open coming around a pick.
24.5. I'm going over. He's been on a tear as of late with no Julius Randle. I think it's
complicated with this team and with him specifically.
Yeah, and listen, to go all NBA a season ago and then to have the struggles he's had this year. I mean, still, think about it in terms of how this team is built. They may not need moving forward the prototype point guard. Barrett, quickly, their development is going to be critical in terms of the next step.
So much at stake for these Atlanta Hawks. Trying to keep themselves with that. Seconds, Barrett to the cup, puts it up and puts it down. Under a second, baseball pass, Young! Wow. Unbelievable.
That is a heck of a play. How about the recognition by Bogdanovich?
With a masterful full court length pass. He could try that 100.
I tell you, it was a beautiful, fine, great cut, but I'm just blown away by the improvement of R.J. Barrett. Just his all-around game offensively, and speaking of all-around games.
From Barrett without Randle. Robinson trying to put it back. Unable to finish, and then Bogdanovich in control. Young from deep. That's good. What a difference a year makes for Tom Thibodeau and the Knicks. Sensational transitional year last year. That is Young on a three-point jack. Trae Young to the free throw line when we come back as Young, the villain, making his first appearance at the Garden since last June. 6 of 12 from the field. GA not bad for 17 minutes of work.
Because he's so electric, especially from the three. And you look at what he's done tonight along with Bogdanovich, that's really been...
And by Geico, switch today and see all the ways you could save. Young! Precision pass for Capella. Monster finish.
And we saw a lot of that last year.
Touched on his numbers, 26 since the break. Young launches and buries it.
Finished by Burks. Takes the hit there and able to kind of contort his body for the finish.
Trae Young, but there is something about this stage. But just to Greg's point, all the games that they missed from key players early in the season. O'Connell, 34 games with the shoulder, off-season procedure. Herter!
Slowed if he was able to get that one to fall.
Here's Young showing the handle right through the teeth of that Knicks defense. And Tom Thibodeau wants a timeout.
Bogdanovich didn't give him the straight line, nor allowed him to disengage him there with his body.
Young gets it back and buries it from deep.
It is so hard to guard.
As he goes crashing into the basketball stanchion, looks like everyone's okay. But that stroke now is starting to heat up for Trae Young.
It is, but that was also a terrific play by Capella on top and get to the line.
A little bit the leadership part, and not necessarily the on-the-floor leadership, something that Nate McMillan mentioned. First came out was a little bit muted, but you're starting to feel, starting to get electric in here. First free throw from Young is up and good. Another moment. Madison Square Garden, New York City.
Starting to show growth.
Gallinari puts it on the deck outside the Young. 3 seconds to shoot. Young inside, puts it down. Just brilliant.
Pick and roll by Trae Young and Capella. And it leads to that basket.
What a pass and an even better finish. Bogdanovic. Outside Bogdanovic. He'll hoist. Off to the left. Offensive rebound, Hunter. They find it around the horn. This is Young. That's good.
I tell you what, Trae Young's incredible. But
Young thought about it. Here he comes, the driving kick. Bogdanovic, splash. Atlanta back in front.
Confident in his jump shot, and he is just in straight line drive mode, and they have not been able to get finishes the Knicks here down the stretch.
Here's Young, sizes up Gibson, around him, shoots, and hits. Trae Young taking the Knicks' heart yet again.
Taj Gibson is going to be on a lot of social media memes tonight after that one, and I want to be a bit more challenging. You see Julius Randle there, postseason contention.
Greg with some pretty good company.
I mean, that's about as good as it gets.
Didn't quite have the second half that they were hoping for, as the Knicks just did not have enough. No Julius Randle and just too much Trae Young. Bogdanovic and the Atlanta Hawks.
I don't know. I mean, it's bright. There's a lot of bright lights in here, a lot of shit talking going on. It's fun. This is a fun atmosphere to play in. I mean, but any night you're able to play basketball is fun, so I try to enjoy it.
All right, Jared. What a night for Trae Young, the 23-year-old superstar, as he paints yet another Garden masterpiece.